it's increasingly gaining traction on all the fronts of the battery energy deployment and battery energy storage sector. Depending on the application of a battery, whether it be energy deployment, such as with electric vehicles, or energy storage, such as with grid storage, the chemistry of several battery types determine which elements must be extracted from the earth. Arcadia focuses on exploring and extracting elements for all battery types, and have currently 3 projects aimed at exploration for lithium, nickel, and copper. And 2 projects are advanced towards development, possibly towards development coming up, one for lithium, and then, of course, the tantalum project, which is complementary to battery energy, which relies heavily on computing power. Tantalum is used in semiconductors and chips, which of course then determines how the power is used from batteries. In the exploration and mining industry, the race is on to find and develop new mines that feed the ever increasing demand for batteries and renewable energy. The competition between the mining industry and participants also focuses on extracting the elements in an environmentally friendly manner to improve their chances of gaining competitive funding for construction of their projects. In the end, the grade and metallurgy of a deposit determines its viability and the value of a project, which means that explorers typically focus on its geological areas where mineralization is known to occur, and mining companies aim to use processing methodologies that have withstood the test of time. At our Bitterwasser clay project, we were successful in answering early questions about the metallurgy by confirming that the clays are considered part of the montmorillonite clay type, which typically has a more favorable metallurgical characteristics to its counterpart, which is hectorite clay. At the same time, we answered questions around the feed grade, for instance, as well, of the project by doing test work using cyclones to upgrade the mined material by approximately 30% before it goes into a leach circuit. At Swanson, we've been blessed with some of the highest grades of tantalum in the ore, which brings down operational cost. In the battery space, competition exists between different battery chemistries in different applications, and not all batteries are optimally applicable to be used in all environments. And that is because some of them they are destined to fulfill characteristics in accordance with the elements' God-given qualities, as it is displayed on the periodic table of elements. Factors such as duration of storage, low deployment weight, atomic weight, cost per watt, and lifetime of the battery are ultimately determined by technology and the chemistry of these batteries. Sodium is, for instance, 3 times heavier than lithium. This in turn determines the cost and demand of the battery, which ultimately sets the tone for which elements must be found and extracted by the exploration and mining industry. Decarbonization requires us to seek other sources of power that is readily available, or more readily available, than firewood, coal, and oil. The renewable energy space requires batteries to provide the same usefulness as coal would have given to a steam engine, for instance. So at Bitterwasser, we're looking at the geothermal qualities of the Bitterwasser Basin to possibly use it as a source of energy for our operations. It won't be more than that, just for cogeneration purposes. And due to the abundant sunshine in Namibia, we'd be supplementing our power needs by using solar energy options. But without a battery, this renewable power may be lost or inefficiently used, and wind and solar power, wind and solar power generation is dependent on several elements, iron, aluminium, titanium, rare earths, copper, and so forth. And the storage and deployment of that power is dependent on lithium. Also copper, also nickel, as you know, graphite and vanadium, and then cobalt and other elements. So the greater demand caused by decarbonization has led to a complete transformation of certain of these elements. Lithium, for instance, which has previously been used in ceramics and mental health applications, is a good case in point. It's become so-called white gold.